I was a survivor of the Holocaust. He lost his brothers and his sister and his mother and his father and his grandparents. And now I understand more of him and how much he saw it, how much it affected his life, because he was very strong, but he was very affected by the whole thing. Talked about it a lot as I was growing up, but I never really felt the horror until, the last week. I'm a man like everybody else is. I have problems with all of these issues, and I try to face these issues, but I have my prejudice. And when you go into something like Treblinka or to Auschwitz, how can you not feel prejudice? And I probably behave like every other person behaves, I love and I hate. The most moving thing was in the building that we went into where we were alone, and it was an exhibition of what prejudice will lead to. It was showing the ghetto life, and it showed many photos of Jewish people very happy and enjoying themselves pre-war, and then the horror started, and then the horror in that exhibition was out of control.
Fisher said Jews would die of hunger and poverty, and that a cemetery would be all that would remain of the Jews.
As you can see here, a lot of people really disagree with Hitler. A lot of Germans were in great disagreement with the Fuhrer. A lot of people voluntarily avoided saluting Hitler. If they could have done anything, the Germans would have ran away from Hitler. It wasn't that they blindly followed him to Auschwitz. Did they follow eagerly, or did they follow against their will?
I was with Michael Hutchinson, this is true. I was a Ritz-Carlton. I said to Michael Hutchinson, I said, no bullshit, I said, look mate, you got a 16-month-old baby, you got Paulie Yates, hang on to it, and you got supermodels coming out of your ass, why not kill yourself? And I just worked on him and worked on him and worked on him, and amazingly, you can push people right to it, and don't worry about Heavenly Harani, Tiger Lily, I'll take care of it, no worries mate. And Paul will be around for a long time. Anyway, thing was, don't worry about a thing. Oh look, Bob will take care of it, maybe he'll have his own, maybe have a big rock concert, in her, live aid for Heavenly Harani, Tiger Lily, whatever it is, anyway.
All I see here sitting in these cafes are Germans. You didn't? Just tourists. Just German tourists. You had something to do with all of this. All Germans coming here, sitting here in Jewish restaurants. That run by Poles with no Jews. Funny. That's just funny to me. We've been in Krakow today, and we've walked around the rebirth of the Jewish town, and it's just like, here's where the Jews lived. Come and see what Jewish culture was, but unfortunately every Jew is dead. You tell me if I'm wrong here. This is a recreation of the old Jewish quarter. The restaurants are in a Jewish style. The Jews are gone.
But the Jews here want to start life again.
No, but the Jewish culture was not. But it's not wanted anyway.
You have no understanding for the Jewish minority here that wants to start a religious life again.
I don't think Jewish life belongs.
You didn't want to meet the rabbi in Warsaw.
I met the rabbi. I met the rabbi in Warsaw. You're wrong. I didn't meet him.
Yes, but you didn't want to interview the Yale Reisner from the Jewish Historical Institute.
We wanted to interview him, but it was a Saturday. We couldn't talk. It was a Jewish festival. We couldn't talk to him.
I see.
I think the second generation are far more vengeful than I'm much more angry than my father was. When I come back here, I'm filled with anger. Jews don't belong in this country.
Oh, that's your opinion, not of the Jews who live here. I think you're paranoid.
Okay, well that's right. You haven't been through a Holocaust.
You were here for 4 days.
There's no Jews left.
You don't want to meet them.
But there's no Jews left. There were 3.5 million. Any Pole who'd witnessed my behaviour on this whole venture, like our cameraman and our sound recordist and our driver, would think that this guy's crazy and his attitudes are extreme. But I think that because I have an extreme attitude, I think it gets reactions from people that are very necessary from an artistic point of view. I mean, I've got reactions out of everybody here that are, I think, pretty truthful. I'm not saying that it is exactly the same world either, but I'm saying that this is Disneyland. This is a recreation. This is a tourist destination. This is have a look at how the Jews lived, but there's no Jews here. I see German skinheads sitting in the garden.
Well, I don't know what the German skinheads are thinking, but I'm speaking about the people that I know.
You don't know what the German skinheads are thinking?
We're talking about the Poles.
No, but what are the German skinheads thinking sitting in Jewtown?
I don't know if they're German skinheads. Have you spoken to them?
I can see the German skinhead.
You can recognize a German skinhead and tell it from a Dutch or a Norwegian.
Of course I can. I think when one puts oneself out there in the public eye, and one puts oneself right to the edge of you know, of an artistic process, in search of an artistic process, you know, you're going to make a lot of mistakes and you're going to upset people along the way. But you know, I've got a loving wife and I've got 2 beautiful children and I have a happy life, you know, and I probably don't get on with, you know, the world, but you know, I have one good friend.
Sander Gutman. This is Mr. Tadeusz Jakubowicz, the head of the Jewish community.
This wasn't destroyed by the Germans?
Czy to było zniszczone przez Niemców?
Nie było ze względu na to, że Niemcy tutaj mieli stajnie i trzymali konie.
Oh, they kept their horses in here, so they kept respect. They were respectful of the place.
Inaczej by tego nie było.
We met a wonderful little Jewish guy, survived the Holocaust. He was born in the 30s. He was a child. He was in the Krakow ghetto. Somehow his father paid a German and they got out over there and they survived in the forest or whatever, I don't know. When did you restore this? This is the first synagogue to be restored in Krakow, is that
To jest
right?
pierwsza synagoga odremontowana w Krakowie?
Jak na razie do tego stopnia tak.
To this degree, yes.
So that there is another synagogue in
Czyli są inne.
O tak, przejdziemy,
How
chcę wam
many? How
pokazać.
many?
Ile jest jeszcze?
Za chwilę będę miał więcej synagog jak Żydów.
I'll have more synagogues than Jews here.
Right. Well, that's an ironic statement.
To jest moje największe
And
zmartwienie.
that's my greatest worry.
Młodych nie mam.
There are no young Jews here.
But do you think there is a place for Jews in Poland now?
Ja staram się nigdy nie używać słowa antysemita.
I'm trying not to use the word anti-Semite.
Po ostatnim wyczynie takim, gdzie mnie
After the last devastation of the cemetery, that hurt me very, very much.
When was that?
Kiedy to było?
to było 1,5 roku
A
temu.
year and a half ago.
1.5 years ago. What does it say to you, Jacek?
It's terrible, terrible. We're talking about
You keep telling me that things have changed, that this society is changing, that these people are changing. I've never seen people desecrate 150 matzevahs anywhere in the
On mówi,
world.
że nigdzie na świecie nikt nie
I don't think these people know what anti-Semitism is
Ci
anymore.
ludzie nawet nie wiedzą, czym jest antysemityzm.
Because there's
Oni
no...
jeszcze Żyda nie
They
widzieli.
haven't seen a Jew in their life.
Right, they haven't seen a Jew in their life.
Leave it, abandon,
Abandon it, yeah.
Rzucić.
Abandon it.
Rzucić.
Abandon it. I'm sorry.
Przepraszam,
Abandon it.
rzucić to.
Go to Israel.
Americans are out there doing it. Just let me at it. Let me at the day. Let me at the world. I want to do something. I want to create something. I want to build. I want to create. Aussies got. I get. Give a mate. Off. Yeah. Anybody achieves anything, them. Call him an R. Barnsey. Barnsey's about to destroy another whole album of R&B songs. People go to the State Theatre and him, River Deep, Mountain High, destroyed again. Any R&B song you've ever heard, Barnsey will destroy it for you at the State Theatre in December.
I don't think I've really hurt anybody's feelings. Do you think I've hurt people's feelings, Jacek? Yours?
Yes.
Maybe
We have it.
I know, but it's just this Australia.
Well, I don't know what the German skinheads...
I don't think I've hurt anybody's feelings, and if I have, I don't apologise.